Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been MIA for quite some time, but school has been hectic. I'm actually a senior now. I'm doing my final quarter, so life has been really demanding. But excuses aside, I'm here now. As you saw by the title of this video, this is a South African tag. I saw a lot of Nigerian and Kenyan tags and didn't see a lot of South African YouTubers doing the South African tag, so I just thought let me jump into it. I hope this is fun and different and helps you guys to get to know me a little bit better. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I have all the questions prepared on my phone, so if I'm ever looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone, and I did create like a couple of notes. So the first question is, where were you born? Of course, I was born in South Africa, but to be specific, I was born in Johannesburg, and to be more specific, I was born in Soweto. I think I'm like one of those rare human beings who actually remember their birth. Well, I don't remember what I saw, but I do remember what I was feeling and what my mom was feeling. And a lot of people tell me like that is total BS, but I'm serious. And in general, I'm like that sort of person like who usually remembers what I was feeling or what other people were feeling around me in situations more than what I was actually seeing. But let me stop being too... So the second question is, what part of South Africa are you from? This question feels almost similar to the first question, but it's really not. For me personally, if you were to ask me where I'm from, I'd say Venda, because even though I was born in Soweto or Johannesburg, I was brought up with the Venda culture, so I feel 10 times more connected to Venda than I do Johannesburg. So, okay, so number 4. No, actually, this is the third question. What languages do you speak? So if you're not familiar with South Africa does have 11 official languages, including English. And of those 11 languages, I can speak English, of course. I can speak Tshivenda. That's 2. I can speak Zulu. I actually took Zulu in high school for 5 years straight. I still struggle with reading it, but I can have quite a decent conversation with someone in Zulu. And then the 4th one is Tsonga. Again, I'm really terrible at reading it, but I can have quite a decent conversation with someone. So yeah, I can speak 4 languages. Oh, so number 4. When last were you in South Africa? It's actually quite recent. I was in South Africa in December for about 3 weeks. It was actually cool to be back home. Like, being back home in December is like the best time because everything is just so festive. And because I've spent most of my adult life in the US, there's so many things I haven't experienced, like what clubs to go to, like what restaurants have been happening. So I got to do that. And shout out to Melissa, like she was my plug throughout, and I had such a blast. Okay, so number 5, your favorite famous South Africans. Okay. So number 1, of course, Trevor Noah. Like, he is really representing us. Like, everything he touches just turns into gold. And then number 2 would have to be, this is actually a recent obsession on social media, especially on Twitter. Like, I've seen people talking about Nomzambo Mbata, and I'm like, who is this girl? Because really I had no idea who she is, and I'm like always curious. Like, people are just always speaking so highly of her, so I just took some time out to just do some research. I watched tons and tons and tons of interviews, and then also watched some of the acting gigs that she's done, and instantly fell in love. Like, that woman is literally a ball of fire. Everything she touches turns into fire. It's a lot of passion, love. I'm just so obsessed with her. Okay, so number 6 is, what is your favorite South African song? Okay, that's really easy. I mean, my favorite South African song has to be the South African national anthem, and I'm not talking about the official South African anthem. You know what I'm talking about in a minute. Let me turn it on. I'm gonna put it on here. Come on!
Alright. Sit up and sit down. Yes. Give me time. Oh shit. You
song. Like, that song speaks for itself. Like, okay guys, so I'm obviously having so much fun filming this video. Hope you're enjoying it with me. So the next question is, what is your favorite South African food? I'm a pure vendor at heart, so my favorite South African food has to be bap. Anything with bap, I die for. But my two favorite South African like bap dishes would be bap with a tomato gravy and then fried chicken, and the next one would be bap with eggs and maybe acha or a tomato gravy as well. Like, that's a 5-star meal for me actually. So the next question is, what represents South Africa in your home? Most of the stuff that I have that represents home for me is mostly food. So what I have here, I'll show you guys. I have fresh pack rooibos tea. I don't think there's any household in South Africa that doesn't have rooibos tea. Like, if you're South African and you hate rooibos tea, like, are you even South African? I'm just kidding, but I love this. I've been drinking this ever since I was a baby. Absolutely love it. And then, like I said guys, I am a huge fan of bap, so of course I have to always have this. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite thing about South Africa? I think the first thing is the weather. I think South Africa has the best climate under the sun. Well, I haven't lived there for quite some years, so maybe things have changed, but when I used to live there, like, the weather was absolutely impeccable. Another thing that I love about South Africa, of course, is the people. What can I say about South Africans? South Africans are they're just such loving, bubbly, gregarious, and like proud people. Like, I've never, well, maybe I'm not gonna compare them to any other nationality, but like, they're just so proud to be South African, and it's really contagious, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so number 10, your least favorite thing about South Africa. Ooh. There's so many things, but I don't really want to get too political and too deep here, but this favorite thing I'd have to say, it's how inconvenient South Africa still is, well, compared to the US, of course. Like, when I go back home, I do realize like the things such as public transportation that still lack and creates that sort of inconvenience in your life. So the last question is, what is one thing you'd want to change in South Africa? Again, I don't want to get too political and too deep in this video. There's a lot of things I'd love to change, but I'm going to talk specifically about talent. I feel like as South Africans in general, we are not too welcoming to new talent in any industry whatsoever, and then we love to complain about seeing the same faces again and again. So I'd love to change that mentality for us to be much more open-minded to new talent, to support new talent in any industry whatsoever. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I thoroughly enjoyed filming this video for you guys. If you do have any other suggestions or any tags that you want me to do, please leave that in the comment section below. You can also suggest any makeup tutorials or makeup reviews that you want me to do. I would love to hear from you guys, but until next time, I hope you enjoyed it. See you in my next video.